Now there's so many scent elimination factors when it comes to deer hunting. Some of those are fads, some of those are myths, some of those are gimmicks. But whether you're using a scent contraption elimination, gel, spray, dust, whatever it might be, those all have their place, and I believe that a lot of those are great for eliminating your scent when you're getting in and out of your stand, meaning your access trail, leaving a scent signature behind, leaving a scent trail in the woods. I believe that you can greatly minimize and even possibly eliminate getting in and out of your stand and that access it takes to get in and out when it comes to eliminating your scent control, eliminating scent for deer hunting. Now last year I talked about that stand location is the #1 form of scent control. If you look up right now scent control for deer on YouTube or Google, you're going to find that article right up at the top. I believe it's at over 100,000 views, and that's a great way, just thinking about your stand location. If your stand location is located appropriately, it's at the side of the movement, then you can effectively eliminate your scent while you're on stand. Now I want to take that one step further today. Eliminating your scent, taking it 100% out of the picture. And that's what I like to do, and that's what I try to do. I try to teach that to my clients is don't rely on anything once you're on stand. You can rely on as much as you want, try every fad, myth, gimmick, whatever it might be, but the bottom line is you can eliminate 100% of your scent by just paying attention to where that stand is located and using a downwind blocker. When I mean a downwind blocker, it might be a house, it might be a cow pasture where the deer never go into, it might be a steep drop off, it might be a neighborhood. And we have 4 stands out here that I believe each time we use them, we have never spooked a deer downwind of them. And it's because we're hunting that extreme outer edge. We're trying to bring deer to that outer edge, and then we're blowing our scent. And for that, we get many opportunities not only to hunt that stand, but to hunt the same mature bucks that are out here because we rarely, if ever, spook them. You can never say never when it comes to deer. In fact, the stand location behind me, we have a steep cliff. I don't even want to go down it today. We actually are entering that stand from below for maintenance and to check it out because it's just a straight drop off right here. You can see the stand is directly over and behind me. We can hunt this stand over and over and over again because that scent that's coming out of the southwest blows freely, or south or southeast blows freely right at that stand from this position right here, this water hole, that mock scrape, and it blows right to the neighborhood. Sure, we can have some deer that are traveling downwind right on the street back there, right on the edge, but they're used to human scent at that point. I believe we can hunt this stand with a 99% chance that we're not spooking downwind, and when it comes to spooking downwind behind it, we have it completely effectively eliminated that opportunity to spook a deer downwind of us. Now when we go to another stand we have in here in Cluster of Oaks, same thing, it's shooting scent down this valley. We have another stand on the other side that we've effectively hunted over and over again to shoot deer that come into a crabapple tree right there. In fact, Diane, my wife, and Sam, my son, both shot their first deer out of that same stand just a week apart. We can hunt that over and over again. We flip around, we have a pine tree back there. In that pine tree, we blow our scent into a brushy draw in the evening, and it settles, or in the morning, we completely, with the thermals, we blow our scent over Never Never Land, over a hollow, and the deer just don't know that we're hunting them. So eliminating your scent, try everything that you can to eliminate your scent, and I think a lot of those practices completely eliminate your scent in and out. But don't take it for granted that while you're on your stand, that whatever you've done to eliminate your scent truly eliminates your scent. The only way it truly eliminates your scent is to take your scent completely out of the picture. That's the way I've hunted since the late 80s. I have always had very small parcels of land or small chunks to hunt. A fence row, a 5-acre woodlot, a 10-acre woodlot, the corner of a 120-acre field that totals 4 or 5 acres of land. On this property right here, we have 8 acres of cover. On the property right over here, 3/4 mile away, we have 30 acres of cover. On the property down 30 miles from here, we have about 40 acres of cover. So I can't afford to just say, well, I'm gonna rely on anything to eliminate my scent. So when it comes to completely eliminating your scent, make sure you have a downwind blocker. And that includes even the timing of sitting in those stands. For example, we have locations where a deer would never go through during the daylight, whether it's a cow pasture, a horse pasture, an open field, even the back of a school, whatever it might be. And we can effectively blow our scent into those areas when it's daylight. So we'll wait till it gets daylight, and then we will go into that stand, maybe at gray light, so we have the cover of darkness, or just full going right during the daylight, getting into that stand. And that's even out here, it's been an effective practice even for getting in on some turkeys. We've seen turkeys from 3/4 of a mile away on this land, and we've been able to crawl in, use the terrain in this area, and get into a location where it wouldn't matter if a turkey could smell or not. We're using the lay of the land. We're blowing our scent into areas for deer that we would otherwise put a great stand location. And it doesn't matter if we're hunting turkeys in those locations or deer. It's the same concepts of getting in and out completely undetected. And while you're in that area, there's nothing that can spook downwind of you. Of course, turkeys can't smell, but we use that same tactic for coming to that extreme edge of the movement and making sure that our sight, our sound, and of course our scent is eliminated. Try that with your stand locations this year. Don't take it for granted that everything downwind of you is going to, be spook-free just because you're trying the latest fad, myth, or gimmick. You can eliminate your scent if you pay attention to using extreme access routes, using areas where you can blow your scent into. You don't have to expect deer to be in there during the daylight. And that is the #1 form of scent elimination, just completely taking it out of the equation when it comes to hunting spook-free, especially when it comes to mature bucks and mature does.